Let's review some basic algebra skills like order of operations. And we're looking at this first example. We want to remember order of operations means PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So we're going to start with parentheses, then we're going to go to exponents, then we'll multiply, then divide, add, subtract. So we're going to go in that order of PEMDAS. So we're going to look at what's inside the parentheses, and we're going to enter it into our calculator just like this, or we can think of it as -7 squared. So -7 times -7 is a positive 49. So we're going to work with what's inside the parentheses first. That's different from this negative out front of 7 squared. In that case, we would do exponents first before we multiply by -1. So we're going to start with exponents. 7 squared is 49, and then it is getting multiplied by that -1 out front. So 49 times -1 is going to give us -49. And there's a difference between entering it into your calculator like this and like this. You'll see two different answers. One of them is -7 squared, so -7 times -7 is a positive 49. The other one is 7 squared. 7 times 7 is 49 times -1 makes it -49. Next, we have 0 divided by 8. 0 divided by anything, you can plug it into your calculator, you always get 0. Versus if we move 1 down, 11 divided by 0. Try that in your calculator. 11 divided by 0 is undefined. It gives you an error in your calculator, and you want to remember to write undefined when you get an error. Here we're going to think about adding first. We're going to combine the numerator to get 108, and then the denominator, 12 plus 24 is 36. And then we get to divide these numbers. We're going to do 108 divided by 36. Which is 3. Lastly, let's look at this one. We have 3 squared, which is 9, times a -1 is going to make it -9. We can grab our calculator if we need to. 5 times -3 is -15, plus 8. Or you should be able to enter it just as you see it on your calculator. A negative out front of 3 squared, plus 5, parentheses, -3. Plus 8. It's never wrong to use your calculator, so whichever you'd prefer to do, use your calculator or try to do it in your head, you should get -16. So there's just some plugging into your calculator or doing some basic arithmetic in your head. Whichever you'd prefer, I'd practice in your calculator if you'd prefer to use your calculator.